Hello students, welcome to YouTube online classes. I am Dr. Pradeep Kumar Prusti, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Ravensa Higher Secondary School, Cuttack. I will teach you Business Mathematics and Statistics of Commerce stream, and the chapter is Matrices. In this Matrices chapter, we have discussed meaning and definition of matrix, order of matrices, type of matrices, algebra of matrices, procedure for finding out the inverse matrix by using cofactor method, rank of a matrix, solution of linear equations by using matrix method, and lastly that is your application of matrices. So first slide, that is definition and meaning of matrix. So matrix and matrices, these are the two terms, and matrices is the plural sense of matrix. So the meaning is rectangular arrangement of numbers or alphabets or variables in rows and columns within a square bracket or a parenthesis or the double bar, that is called your matrix. And this number, alphabets and variables are called the elements of the matrix. The elements in the horizontal line is called row, and that is recorded in the vertical line, that is called your column. And you remember, in the case of matrices or matrix, the number of rows and columns may or may not be equal. In the determinant case, it is always equal, but in the case of matrices, that may be equal or may not be equal. Then comes to the next slide. What is the order of matrices? So for finding the order of matrices, so that is to be taken into consideration number of rows and number of columns. So number of rows into number of columns, that is the order of matrices. In a particular matrix, first we take the number of rows. If that is an m number and the number of matrices that is n number, so the order of matrices must be m into n. I gave an example. So in the first row, I gave in that example 5, 7, 9. In the second row, 4, 6, 1, and the third row, that is 2, 3, 8. So in this case, we have to find out there are 3 rows and 3 columns, and we can say this is your 3 into 3 matrix. Another example I have also given. In the first row, that is 4, 5. In the second row, the elements are 2, 7, and in the third row, that is 3, 9. And in this example, we have find out there are 3 rows and 2 columns. So 3 rows, 4, 5, 2, 7, and 3, 9, and 2 columns. So that is 4, 2, 3. This is the first column, and second column, that is 5, 7, 9. So this is your 3 into 2 matrix, because m is equal to number of rows is equal to 3, and n is equal to number of columns, so that is your 2. So this is your 3 into 2 matrix. So this is your order of matrices. Then comes to next slide. There are different types of matrices. We have that is your discuss about the 16 matrices. First one is row matrix, second one is column matrix, rectangular matrix, square matrix, diagonal matrix, scalar matrix, unit or identity matrix, null or zero matrix, transpose matrix, singular matrix and non-singular matrix, symmetric matrix, skew symmetric, orthogonal, submatrix, and equal matrices. So we have to discuss these your 16 types of matrices in this class. The next slide comes to the first one is, that is row matrix. What is row matrix? In this type of matrix, there is only one row and irrespective of the number of columns. So the number of columns may be 10, 12, 13, 14 like this. But m is always 1. Due to this, the matrix, the order of matrix should be 1 into n matrix because m is always 1. In this example, I have given that is 4, 7, 5, 6. So we find out there is one row. But the column 4 is one column, 7 is another column or second column, 5 is third column, and 6 is that is fourth column. So in this case, we find out 1 into 4 matrix. So m is equal to 1. You remember, m is always 1. And another type of matrix, that is your column matrix. In this column matrix, we find there is only one column irrespective of the number of rows. So number of rows may be more, but n or column, number of column must be 1. Due to this, it is called column matrix. Then next slide comes to the next type of matrix, that is rectangular matrix. So in the rectangular matrix, the number of rows and columns must not be equal. So m not equal to n. So in the example it is given 8, 7, 9 is the first row, and in the second row that is 2, 4, 6. So in this we get 2 rows and 3 columns. So rows are, first row is 8, 7, 9 and second row that is 2, 4, 6. But there are 3 columns. First column is 8, 2, then second column 7, 4 and third column that is 9, 6. So in this case, we have to find out 2 into 3 matrix. So m not equal to n because number of row is 2 and number of column is 3. So if it is not equal, then we can say this is the rectangular matrix. So the matrix whose the number of rows is not equal to the number of columns is called rectangular matrix. So you remember, m should not be equal to n. Then comes to the fourth type of matrix. In this matrix, that is the opposite of the rectangular matrix. That is called your square matrix. You know, in the geometrically that you will find out in the rectangle that your length is not equal to breadth. Due to this, we have to say that is your rectangular. But in the case of square, we find out all the sides are same. Like this. In this case, we find out the number of rows and columns must be equal. So this is the opposite of rectangle matrix. So in this example, I have given 2, 3, 4 in the first row, 5, 8, 3 in the second row, and 9 to 8 in the third row. And same as we find out in the column basis, 2, 5, 9 in the first column, 3, 8, 2 in the second column, and 4, 3, 8 is the third column. So you find out 3 rows and 3 columns. So this is called square matrix because m is equal to n. So the number of rows is equal to number of columns. So the matrix whose the number of rows is equal to the number of columns is called rectangular matrix. So you remember these two. So these two are opposite. Like the row matrix and column matrix. In the case of row matrix, we find out there is only one row. But opposite, in the column matrix, we find out the one column. Like this, in this case, we find out in the rectangular matrix, number of rows and columns not equal, and in this case, that is equal. So these are opposite type of matrix. Then comes to the next slide, diagonal matrix and scalar matrix. You remember this, diagonal matrix has two characteristics. One is diagonal matrix must be a square matrix. That means the number of rows and columns of this type of matrix must be equal. Otherwise, this is not possible. Due to this, one line is to be given. A square matrix whose all elements except the principal diagonal elements. So, what is the principal diagonal elements? So, that is 2, 8, 6. In this example, I have given 2, 8, 6. And all the other elements are 0. You remember this? So, it is square matrix. So, these are the two characteristics we have find out. In the first characteristic, that must be a square matrix. That means the number of rows and columns must be equal. And number 2, all the elements are 0 except the principal diagonal elements or leading diagonal elements. So, this is called your diagonal matrix. Then another type of matrices, that is your scalar matrix. So, this is also one type of diagonal matrix. But one extra that is characteristic, that all the diagonal elements are equal. So, in that example I have given 2, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0 and 0, 0, 2. So, you find out in this type of matrix, that is your all the principal diagonal elements or diagonal, that is leading diagonal elements, are equal. So, in this case also we find out there are two characteristics. First characteristic, it must be a diagonal matrix. Then on the basis of diagonal matrix, we have already known there are two characteristics. One is the diagonal elements or principal diagonal elements are something, but other elements are 0, and this must be a square matrix. And in this scalar matrix, we find out that is matrix. This is the first characteristic, and the second characteristic, that is all the diagonal elements must be equal. So, this is about the diagonal matrix and scalar matrix. Then comes to the next slide, we find out unit or identity matrix. So, this is also one type of scalar matrix, because in the scalar matrix one characteristic we have find out, that is all the principal diagonal elements are equal. You find out in this example also equal, but that is your unity or that is 1. So, in case of unity or identity matrix, that is a scalar matrix whose principal diagonal elements are 1 or unity, is called unit matrix or that is your identity matrix. Then comes to null matrix or 0 matrix. So, in this case all the elements are 0. So, we find out that is first row, second row, third row. So, all these are 0. Or you can say that is the first column, second column and third column is also 0. So, in the examination, sometimes some questions are to be asked. Whether all scalar matrices are unit matrix or all the unit matrix are scalar matrix. So, you find out whether which statement is true. So, all the unit matrices are the scalar matrix, but all the scalar matrices are not unit matrix, because in the scalar matrix the diagonal elements may be 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 or maybe any alphabet, but in the case of identity matrix that must be your 1. So, this is about the 0 matrix or null matrix. That is the next, in the next slide we find out the transposed matrix. In the transposed matrix we have to write that is denoted by AT or A dash. So, how to find out the transpose matrix? So in the case of transpose matrix, if the rows of the one matrix are converted into columns, so first row are converted into first column, second row converted into second column, and third row converted into third column. In this example that is given, so in the first row it is AGT. There are 3 rows, that is one first row. In the second row we find out BCD, and in the third row that is PQR. So now in the AT, another in the example that is given, that means after transpose, after rows are converted into columns. So first row it is given AGT. Now it is comes to the first column AGT. In the second row that is given BCD, now comes to second column, that is BCD. In the third row that is PQR, and that is converted when it is to be transpose matrix, that is PQR is the third column. So the transpose matrix is obtained by converting the rows into columns of a matrix. So it is denoted by A dash and AT. Another point we find out, in this case that number of rows and columns may be equal, may not be equal. Suppose the first matrix, original matrix is given 2 into 3 matrix. So what should be the transpose matrix? What is the order of the transpose matrix? So the order of the transpose matrix, that is 3 into 2 matrix. In the case of square matrix, that is no change, because 3 into 3 matrix that is converted into 3 into 3 matrix. 4 into 4 matrix that is converted into, when it is to be transposed, we find out that 4 into 4 matrix. But in this case, we find out that if that is the rectangle matrix, then rows are converted into columns and columns are converted into rows. So if the order matrix is given 4 into 5 matrix, so the transpose matrix should be 5 into 4 matrix. That means rows, first in the original matrix rows are 5 and columns are, that is your 4, then the rows comes to 4, then columns may be, that is 5. So 5 into 4, that is 4 into 5, or 4 into 5, that comes to 5 into 4. So this is the transpose matrix. Then another matrix. In this type of matrix, that is called singular matrix. How to find out that matrix is the singular matrix? So in the case of singular matrix, the value of the determinant is 0 of that matrix. In that case, in this example I find out, so first row all the elements are 0. In the second row that is given 2, 3, 4, and in the third row that is 5, 4, 9. Then how to find out the determinant value? So this is also one problem, because determinant, this is another chapter. And I gave an example and calculate how to find out the determinant value of 3 into 3 matrix. And you remember that this determinant value can be only we find out in case of square matrix. Otherwise we cannot find out. In the rectangular matrix we cannot find out. Only in the case of square matrix. So find out the first element is 0. In that matrix that is given, that first element is 0. Then you left that column and row. So what is the rest elements are there? So that is 3, 4 and 4, 9. Then come to the second element, that is 0. And you remember, when we find out the sign, so the first element is your positive, then second element is negative, then positive, then alternatively. So in the first row, we find out the first element is positive, second element is negative, then third element is positive. Then comes to the second row, the first element is negative, second element is positive, and third element is negative. And in the third row, the first element is positive, second one is the negative, and third one is the positive. But we have to take in that is element of the first row. So that is positive, negative, positive. Due to this, you find out the second one I have given, that is -0. So -0, so you left that row and column. What we get? We get 2, 4 and 5, 9. Then comes to the third element 0. So that is, you left that column and row, you find out 2, 3 and 5, 4. Now, this is the second type of determinant, but second order of determinant of order 2. We have to discuss in the determinant of order 2, determinant of order 3. So what is determinant of order 2? Determinant of order 2, that means if there are 2 rows, 2 columns, that is determinant of order 2. If there are number of rows are 3 and columns also 3, that is a determinant of order 3. So in the case of determinant of order 2, how to find out? So you multiply 3 into 9. So from the left hand top element or first element of the first row, multiply with the second element of second row. So we get, that is 3 into 9 minus 4 into 4. Then -0 into 2 into 9 minus 5 into 4. And the third one is +0 into 2 into 4 and into -5 into 3. So I have not calculated further, because anything we multiply with 0, the value of that is also 0. So 0 means that is 0 into something, that is 0. So in this case, we find out the value of the determinant 0. Since the value is 0, we have to say this is your singular matrix. And in the case of the next slide comes to the non-singular matrix, that is the opposite of singular matrix. That is called non-singular matrix. That means which is not equal to 0. There is something, some magnitude. We find out some magnitude. In that case, that example is given 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 4, 9. So this is the 3 into 3 matrix. Now we find the determinant value. And when we find out the determinant value, so we get the first element is 1. And I have already told you in the case of singular that first line, that is positive, negative and positive. So first element is 1, then you left that column and row. So what is the rest? That is 3, 4 and 4, 9. Then comes to the second element, and I have already told you the second element is negative, minus. So -2, that is left that column and row. So 2 is the element of the first row and second column. So we have to left that row and column. So the rest is 2, 4 and 5, 9. Then comes to the third element. So this third element is your 3. So that is the positive. So +3. So +3 into left that third column and first row. So the rest elements are, that is 2, 3 and 5, 4. Now we find out the value of this second order determinant. So first one is 1 is, that is multiply with 1 into first element with fourth element or second element of the second row. So that is 3 into 9 minus 4 into 4. That means first row second element with second row first element. Then comes to -2, that is 2, 4, 5, 9. So 2 into 9, then minus 4 into 5, then plus 3, that is 2 into 4 minus 3 into 5. Then after simplification, we have to find out the value is minus 6, which is not equal to 0. That means this is the non-singular. So there are two characteristics of this type of your matrix. First characteristic, that must be a square matrix. Otherwise, we cannot find out the determinant value. In the case of rectangular value, we cannot find out the determinant value. Only in case of square matrix. So this is your first characteristic. Second characteristic, we find out that the value of the determinant, that is, must not equal to 0. Like this, in the case of singular matrix, that is two characteristics. First characteristic, that this is a square, this must be a square matrix, and the second one is the value of the determinant must be 0. So this is about singular matrix and non-singular, which is your opposite. Now comes to the next type of matrix, symmetric matrix. So remember, we have already discussed about the transpose matrix. Now we have to find out the original matrix and transpose it. What is transpose matrix? So that should be rows are converted into columns. So one matrix, that is example in given, 3, 2, 1, this is the first row, 2, 5, 6, this is the second row, and third one is 1, 6, 7. Now when it is to be transposed, first row 3, 2, 1, now it is converted into the first column. First column is now 3, 2, 1. So you find out A dash. So that is your A transpose or transpose A. So 3, 2, 1, then second one is 2, 5, 6. So when it is to be converted into, that is columns, so this is also 2, 5, 6, that is the second column, and the third column, third row, that is 1, 6, 7, now it is converted into third column, also 1, 6, 7. So note these two matrices, A matrices and A dash matrices. You find out both are same. A matrices, that is the first row 3, 2, 1, second row 2, 5, 6, third row 1, 6, 7. And after transpose, you find out this same value or same row, same element of the same row. So in the first row 3, 2, 1, second row 2, 5, 6, and third row 1, 6, 7. So when A is equal to A dash or A transpose, then it is called symmetric matrix. So there is a technique. Suppose in a question, annual examination, it is given that you give an example about the symmetric matrix. Then comes to the blackboard. One example is given. Suppose A is a matrix. We find out, first you write the principal diagonal elements. That is 5, 6, 7. If it is in the question given, you give an example of a symmetric matrix. So first you write down any element. You take A, B, C, 3, 2, 9. Any element you can take or you can write. Then comes to the first row, second and third element. So you suppose you write 2, 3. And this should be recorded in the first column, that is second element, and third element, that is 2 and 3. Then comes to another element is there, second row, third element. So if it is recorded as 4, so this is also 4. Then now you transpose it, you find out the same value. So in this way, in the exam if it is given, so first row, that is the second and third element must be, second and third element of the column 1 must be same. So in this way you can find the symmetric matrix. Another type of matrix, that is the next slide, skew symmetric matrix. What is skew symmetric matrix? So that is also one type of a symmetric matrix, but in this case the negative of A or negative of the original matrix, that is equal to the your transpose matrix. So in the skew symmetric matrix, a matrix is called skew symmetric matrix if its negative is equal to its transpose. So when we have to transpose it, we find out the negative of the original matrix. Then we can say that is the skew symmetric. And you remember, in this type of matrix, the principal diagonal elements or leading diagonal elements must be 0. We cannot find out any element in the principal diagonal elements or that is in the leading diagonal elements. In that example I have given 0, 2, 1, this is the first row elements, second row elements -2, 0, 8, and the third row element, that is -1, -8, 0. Now if we transpose it, that means the first row converted into first column. So 0, 2, 1 comes to the first column elements. In the second row we find out -2, 0, 8. So that should be converted into second column. That is column 2 is your -2, 0, 8. And the third row, that is -1, -8, 0, that is comes to -8, -1, 0, -1, -8, -0, that is in the third column. So you find out the principal diagonal elements 0. If you change it or transpose it, if there is any number, so that number must not be changed. Like in the case of your symmetric, that is your symmetric matrix, comes to the blackboard. So in the case of symmetric matrix, we find out that these 5, 6, 7, that is constant. So there is no change. But in the case of, suppose this is your A is a matrix, that is 0, 0, 0, 5, 2, then 7, this is -5, -2, and that is -2, then that is 7. So this is the original matrix. Now we transpose it. So if we transpose, so we get AT or A dash, anything you can write, AT, so that is equal to 0, 5, 2. So this is the first row, now comes to the first column. So this is 0, 5, 2. The second row, -5, 0, 7. Now this is your -5, 0, 7. And the third row is converted into third column. So that is -2, 7, and 0. Now you find out in the original matrix, this is 5 and now this is -5. The third element is your 2. Now this is -2. Now this is the third element of the second row, that is -7. Then this is -5, that is converted into the 5, then 0, then 7 is -7, -2 is 2, then -7 is 7. Now you find out these elements now comes to this your second row and third row elements. So you find out this value is equal to -A, because if you get minus sign, this is your minus sign, this is your minus sign, then this minus is converted into positive. This minus is also converted positive. So minus 5 converted into 5, minus 2 converted into 2, minus 7 is converted into 7. So this is called a skew symmetric matrix. Then the 14th type of matrix, that is called submatrix. What is submatrix? If there is a original matrix and we delete any row and column, one matrix, that is in the example I have given 5, 4, 9, 2, this is the first matrix, first row of that matrix, second row 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is your 2 into 4 matrix. So in this case we find out, that is, any, suppose second row we have to delete, then we get 5, 4, 9, 2. Suppose first row is delete, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the submatrix. So there is a part in that matrix. From the original matrix we have taken one part. So a matrix is obtained by a given matrix by deleting some rows or columns, then or both is called submatrix. So that comes to the next two, what is equal matrices? So two matrices are said to be equal when the corresponding elements of both are equal. So in that example, A that is given x 4 5 8 y 9. In B matrix I given, that is 2 4 5 and 8 3 9. So if these are A and B equal, then x is equal to must be 2 and y must be, that is 3. So corresponding elements are same. First row, that is equivalent to the second matrix, so first row of the second matrix. Second row of that matrix, first matrix, that must be equal to the second matrix. So that is called A is equal to B. Then last one is orthogonal matrix. So for the orthogonal matrix, we find out A into A dash, that must be equal to I. I, what is I? I means identity matrix or unit matrix. So one original matrix is given, we multiply that transpose of that matrix, then we find out after multiplication, if we get, that is unit matrix or identity matrix, then we get, that is your orthogonal matrix, or A into A dash is equal to A dash into A is equal to I. So today we have discussed these three things. One is meaning and definition of matrix, number two order of matrix, and third one is types of matrix. In that case we have discussed about the 16 type of matrix. And you remember, in certain cases some problems are created in the mind of the students. If we record the numbers, suppose 2 4 3 3 2 9, whether it is a matrix? No, this is not a matrix, because there is no square bracket or there is no, that is a parenthesis, etc. And also, if that is, we find out that square bracket is given, but this element is not given. So this is also not a matrix, because the second row is not completed. And also, if we find out the third column is not completed, so we cannot say that is matrix. Now, I think you have understand this, all these your 3 points. Then if there is any problem, then you can ask. Mainly you have find out the opposite. Square matrix, rectangle matrix, singular matrix and non-singular matrix, and row matrix and column matrix. Then row matrix, there is only one row. Column matrix, there is only one column, irrespective of the number of columns and rows. In the second one is, that is the square matrix and rectangular matrix. In the rectangular matrix, the m not equal to n. That means number of rows not equal to number of columns. And in the case of square matrix, m must be equal to n. That means the number of rows and columns must be equal. Another one is singular and non-singular. So the value of the singular, that is determinant of the singular matrix, that is 0. 0, determinant value 0, and in the second one is the value, the determinant value of the non-singular matrix, that is there is some magnitude. Thank you.